Hi everybody, welcome back for another video. I have a few of my traveler's notebooks in front of me, and I wanted to share something new with everybody that I have right here. Normally what I use for my wallet is either a Foxy Fix Micro or a Chic Sparrow Nano. I've been using a Chic Sparrow Nano much of December, January, and half of February. But my schedule started to get a little bit busier in February, my performing schedule, where I needed to have a little bit more stuff with me than just this. This has been helping really well, but I started to go through quite a bit of these little dot grid notebooks that I make, which is fine because I can print, you know, a dot grid pattern on a piece of paper, and, you know, I can get quite a few of these out of, you know, one piece of paper. You can get, you know, 2 to 3, you know, sets of pages. So that's fine. It's just, you know, I end up having lots of information in, you know, between like 3 or 4 of these little notebooks. And because you see, that's not that much paper. But so, and this happens a lot. Like I use this size as a wallet, you know, quite a lot. But I have this standard size as my at-home planner. And when I need more space than this, this is when I usually go into passport size, because you do get quite a bit more space. So this is a new traveler's notebook that I got. The only people that have seen it have been my patrons. I got it from an Etsy shop called Planner Room. And it came already designed with the colors and the pocket configuration. It was called like a Oops. I can't see anything wrong with it. The stitching is great, the pockets are great. The only thing I could think of is it looks like it could be the end, like this big piece of leather, like an end of a piece of leather that you know, looks like it's been kind of roughed up a bit. But I actually kind of like that because it makes it look like a beautiful, like, banana leaf or something. But this is a passport. It does have 4 elastics on the inside, but what I love about it is it has this spot right here for cards, and it has a deep pocket here, and then in the back, it has a little secretarial pocket, and then another deep pocket here. And you can see it has a pen loop. This is kind of like the Chic Sparrow pen loop, or the pen loop that's on my Eternal Leather Goods. But all of the details, and you can hear the leather. It's a veg tan leather. Really, it smells of like the dye, and then it's been oiled, but it's not oily, if that makes sense. You can see how it's kind of shiny, kind of like the Chic Sparrow. I forget what they call this now. Mr. Darcy, no, it used to be called Ink. Mr. Darcy Ink is what it was called when I first got this. Or actually, this is the newer one. So it's named after some man's boots in one of the Jane Austen books. That's what it is. But see how it has that kind of shine to it? This does as well. But what I had been using was my monthly calendar that my patrons get. I just was keeping track of concerts and any teaching or any important dates, doctor's appointments, stuff like that. And then I had a dot grid insert where I was keeping track of just any thoughts, important events, anything, you know, like that. That was how to blend some watercolors to get Payne's Grays, some of my favorite artists and their albums, and taxes that I'd been waiting on, and, you know, a recital program, which will be in a few weeks. That's what this week is starting to prepare for. So, but I wanted to show you what I have in here. So I have my monthly Planning with John Passport calendar that all of my patrons get in the Passport tier and higher. They get this. And it has a month on 2 pages. Here we are in February with 2 pages of dot grid, list of music that I have for the next month. And that's not even all of it. I know there's another concert I'm missing. But that's that. And so because of February, here I'll show you, being rather busy, and March being even busier, and April being busy, just spread out a little bit more. And thankfully May is not quite as busy. Except I do have some other concerts to add, but we'll get to those when we get to those. And then I have a weekly in here. This is one from Crefective Paper. It's where you have a week on a page. She does have a version where it's a week on a page with grid. But I thought just having the week on the page was fine. That way I could have a whole half a year in here, because I think this goes through the end of June. Yes, it goes through the end of June, through Sunday the 30th of June. So it's nice to have just one insert for half of the year. And then I have just a grid insert. But let me go to a page that's blank so you can see. So you have up here the little calendar. This is fine. I think if you don't have a monthly calendar, this is a good thing. I don't use it. I have used it to track some things in the past, when I have it in like the standard size. But you know, that could be, you know, space used for something else, but you do have that there. You have a weekly to-do list, and then you have like your days of the week where you could, you know, do like important meetings or work schedules or things like that. And then you've got the next week here. So it's just a week on a page. And it's been working in this smaller size for the on the go. And then my cover, I think this is a Crefective Paper. I think the end of last year, she had like a set of certain inserts that, you know, you got in a bundle, and this was one of them. And so I printed it since I wanted to see how her inserts work, and they're nice. This is where I keep track of other things. Like I have a large list of TNs that I will be selling. Some have already sold. I gave my patrons first dibs a while ago, and I still have more to go. And I think I'm gonna get rid of all of my Traveler's Company except for my Passport and Standard Brown that say Midori. Every other one I think is gonna leave. Even the olives and my camels. Even the train with the writing boards and all of that stuff. I'm narrowing things down. Planners for 2024. Something I worked on a while ago. And some of them I'm using, and some of them I'm not. Something I'm working on, because I have a large stash of stuff. Something you'll notice in my channel, I've been KonMariing things, and I have stacks. I've got reams of Tomoe River paper. I've got reams of you know, cream Midori MD paper. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make inserts, and I might just sell them again. I don't know. I'm going to just take all that paper and make inserts that I use, standard size, passport size, and use some of the scraps to make little nano-sized ones. But I also am going to make ones with sketchbook paper and stuff like that, and we'll see. Some movie I started to watch, Любовь и голуби, Love and Pigeons. And so that's that. And this is a this is one of the Moterm ones. I do have a Faroof by Traveler's Company olive one somewhere. I don't know where it is. I've got a pile of these, and I just thought I'd put this one in here because I actually like the zipper better. Because it, like, I don't know, I like the zipper better. I've got some cash in there. And that's what I have that there for, is for cash. And in here I've got some sterling ink stickers and fun stuff like that. And then the last thing I have in this is a Midori. And it actually is a Midori because it says down here, Midori. It's one of the sketchbooks inserts. And I've got a couple of these in stock that I want to use up. So I have it in here for some on-the-go sketching. I was playing with some colored pencils. Some more tree doodles, and I've just got a couple of pages left that I want to finish. And this is a blotting paper. I don't have anything right now in the pockets back here, but who knows, I might in the future. I know someone will ask me, so I'll say what this is. This is a uni ball. It is a 207 plus. It is a black, and I want to say it is like a 0.7 gel pen. It's a really nice pen. Here, I'll show you. Let's do it here on the last page. Uni ball, 207 plus, and it is a gel pen, and it's 0.7 millimeters. Yep. It's a nice pen. It is a little on the thick side for me, but I like it. It's nice, and it's a good pen to have, like, you know, on the go. A nice black pen, and here's what it looks like in the pen loop. It's a nice pen loop. Since I showed you that, I will show you this. I've decided to keep this notebook cover. It is the Eternal Leather Goods, and you'll see it is beautiful. You can see it's starting to darken up a bit with use. It isn't really leaving the house, so it's not going to get as crazy dark as like an L.A. Brown or a Rita or all of those other ladies that have them and take them with them everywhere. This just pretty much stays at home. I did do a video on this showing how I put all my stuff in there. I've got washi tape and some stickers in here. I have my monthly calendar that my patrons get. Ooh. I guess I didn't put this in here, but I did put that on. So here is the monthly calendar. Here's the weekly calendar. And these are some things that I just did. Dishes, done. Water bowl, done. Those I did earlier today. Litter box, Duolingo, no laundry. And there's my week. It's actually a week where I don't have nothing scheduled other than a doctor's appointment, which I already did today. So that's what the week with the dot grid looks like. Nice, clean, easy to use. Here is the daily that I've been using by Marsha Bramucci, and I've been using it just for like daily journaling and note-taking. And I've been using fountain pens and brushes and some very little watercolor, but trying to use up a bunch of stickers that I have that, you know, I think are cute. Let's see, and here we are for later today to do some journaling. And then I will print my next insert because this one ends on the 29th of February. They're 2-month inserts, and in each insert you have 2 months, and that's perfect for me for journaling. I don't need any more than that right now with everything going on. And then at the back, I have a Cosmo Airlight insert where I take notes and plan things out. And I'd never tried any colored pencils on here, so I thought I'd try my new Poscas that came in the mail and see what they look like. And so that's what I have. One thing that I do notice is when I'm in a tiny little planner like this, I have a lot more effort and energy in here because this is just my wallet. I grab it and go. One thing I have noticed is when I do have a slightly larger like passport, pocket ring planner, I tend to use this a little bit less. And I think that's because I have more room with this. And also, like, passport has been, like, my very first traveler's notebook was a passport, the brown Midori passport. And then my second traveler's notebook was a standard Midori. And so that's why these two sizes I always come back to, and this one I always come back to as a wallet, because it's perfect for a wallet. But like this was nice to have at the doctor today to take notes. This was gonna be just too small. So I'm glad I had everything in here so I could take notes for my new medicines and stuff like that. So, so there we are. That's what we have. I'm loving the new covers. I know they're different, they're different designs, they're different colors, they're different materials that I'm used to using, and I'm just living with them for a while. I'm gonna, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But what my intentions are is to stay in these covers through the end of the year, to just kind of, you know, see what happens, see what we think about it. And I'm actually really loving the covers. I have so many standard size that if I want to, I can always switch into a new, not a new cover, but into an older cover that I haven't used for a while, so it will feel like it's something new. And the same thing with Passport. I have so many Passport TNs. I am in the process of getting my stuff ready for a destash. I don't know when it'll happen because my performing schedule is so busy. But I might do it like gradually, you know, a few things here, a few things there. Or if there's something you've seen, send me a message and you know, I might still have it. I don't know. That might be one way to do it as well, but I might do like what I've done in the past, do a YouTube video, because just that way you can physically see, like, look, I got some schmutz on it, or, you know, I got a ding in it because of a charm, or, oop, I dropped it, so there's a scratch on the back, you know, things like that, so everybody can see exactly what they look like before, you know, you choose to purchase it. I guess that's what I would say. But I'm just wanting to streamline everything. I'm streamlining my watercolors, my colored pencils. I've decided I like alcohol markers, but I don't like alcohol markers, so I'm finding a home for all of my alcohol markers. I've got, you know, like the 200 set of alcohol markers by Ohuhu. They're really great. They're in perfect condition. It's just, I don't do art with alcohol markers. I do colored pencils and watercolors. That's my jam. So, and even like my fountain pens, I think I'm gonna get it down to only having 6. And then like the ones that I have that they're nice, that I just don't use, I will get them cleaned up and maybe even find homes for those, because I wanna use the stuff I have. And what I've noticed is, because I've had so much, I've been blessed to be able to either receive items from shops or to purchase or to get discounts. And because of that, I've noticed that because of that, that having like too much choice, it's created like inaction and created me to kind of like to stall and not actually do anything because of that. So that's where I am. I'm just in the process of really spending time thinking about using what I love. And right now what I'm loving is, it comes always back down to passport and standard size. Okay, that's all I have for today. I just really wanted to show this cute little baby off. I will link the planner room on Etsy down below. I will also link Eternal Leather Goods. I will link Chic Sparrow. And if you have any other questions, please leave a little comment down below. I know I never say this, but you know, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Share it if you think it's worthy of sharing, because it does help the channel. It does help the algorithm decide to push my videos out there. I don't do it that much, but if you feel the need to, please do so. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.